Now, another very specific reaction we can do with phenol that we can't really do with a lot of other benzene derivatives is this addition of an alkene to a benzene ring. Now, we're going to draw a simple alkyl halide version of propylene, but this can be used for any type of compound that kind of has this unit in it. So, I guess I should write the unit up on the board. We've got phenol. And we're going to start by hitting it with a strong base, so we end up with this alkoxide ion. And we're going to have an X here, some group like chlorine or bromine. Now again, as long as we kind of have this unit in here, so we can have R groups here, R groups here, R groups here, but for simplicity, we're going to keep it with just this complex to make the highlights of the reaction. What will happen is, as you would expect, the phenoxide is going to substitute out the halogen. Now, if that was all that happened, we really wouldn't be treading any new ground here with phenol. Like, we know this reaction with alcohols. We can do these types of reactions. What's going to happen next is actually what makes this kind of a unique reaction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally draw this so you can see how this can form a six-membered ring. And what will happen, I guess I need to rearrange my double bonds here, is that this double bond will attack the ring. And we'll end up rearranging it. And when we get this rearrangement, and we're going here through a six-membered ring intermediate, is this complex here. Now, subsequently, we will get rearrangement of this intermediate to form a terminal alkene. And this will occur when we have our hydrogen kick back, this oxygen kick up, and we subsequently get deprotonation of the terminal part of the molecule. So what's the importance with this? Well, if you think back to the other reactions we covered so far, typically when we attach something like this to a benzene ring, we don't expect to be able to put the alkene component on the terminal end of the chain. Now again, this doesn't necessarily need to be a terminal alkene, but this is utility of this reaction. If we want to create a terminal alkene and we want to add it to a benzene ring, if we start with phenol and we add a base, we're going to get this type of rearrangement and ultimately end up with this terminal alkene. Again, if we start with the propylene with the alkyl halide on the third carbon.